Okay, it wasn't a pass. So, the manoeuvre parallel park,
I know.
twice
I did.
you hit the curb.
Yeah.
You weren't correcting it. And at one point, you were sat there for nearly a minute, not doing anything.
I was thinking, if I'm to correct it, if I turn my wheel to the right, would I be able to correct it? So I was probably.
Yeah, but you're just taking too long to think about that, so that was a serious. That roundabout, turning right, why do you think that car came round us and cut us up? And then there was another car as well.
I trafficked right, but it went off. So, putting it back to the right, but probably when I was passing the second exit, I was, instead of putting it back to the right, indicating back to the right, I was supposed to indicate back to the left. Probably they were a bit confused with it.
But you confused it, and it was a little bit late as well.
Yeah,
so
late
you were
too.
almost near the exit, so cars were still thinking you're still going round.
Yeah.
So I had to intervene there with the steering. You stall 3 times, which is unusual.
No,
You don't usually stall.
No.
Right, again, you were just either coming off the clutch too early.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, not holding it at the bite. So unfortunately, those 3 stalls, they were minors, but they become a serious.
Because it's more than 2.
Yeah. Now, when you were turning right, and there was that lady crossing the road, and that car turning around, you stopped and obstructed the cars from coming ahead. Now, if you'd have stayed in your box,
it would have been okay.
Yeah, because then you can't go when there's a hazard there.
Yeah,
that driver was coming the wrong way up the one-way street, but because you stopped and obstructed the cars with that learner, so if you'd have waited in the box,
it would have been okay.
When we turned into that street, you went over the 20 mile zone.
Oh,
Yeah, you went over the and this one, I don't know if you realised, but when we were going down to that first big roundabout to turn right, you drifted too far to the left in your lane, to the point where, I know there wasn't any markings there, but you were like nearly off the road and onto that big area which trucks used to park up. So you went a bit too far out there. Right. And then we had the meeting situation with the lorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a minor.
Okay. Because I was thinking, if I slow down and there was enough space for my car to park, was I supposed to have waited for the lorry?
What you should have done is thought, there's a car parked on opposite side, there's a car parked on my side, there's a big truck coming, I'll slow down a little bit more.